In programming, a switch statement allows us to execute different parts of our code based on certain conditions. Angular brings a similar concept into web development world with its ng-switch directive. You basically use ng-switch directive when you have to compare against multiple values, and this is done using three directives: ng-switch, ng-switchCase, and ng-switch default. So let's put ng-switch into action and open the project we created in our last session. Now, in our component file, let's create a new property, selected language, and set it to Angular for now. Then, in our template file, let's create a container for our switch case. Let's use div. And now, using the syntax, let's bind ng-switch with the property we just created. Let me go back to our component and copy that property, selected language, paste it here. Now, inside this container, we will be using ng-switchCase directive for displaying the appropriate message for the selected language. So let's use span here, and when the selected language is Angular, I want a message saying you selected Angular. And similarly, let's prepare messages for other languages like C#, and then JavaScript, then React. And now let's use the syntax for ng-switchCase like this: ng-switchCase equal Angular. Copy this and paste it for C#. Similarly for JavaScript, and for React. And now let's use ng-switch default directive for the conditions we haven't specified, like ng-switch default and a message saying you have selected an unknown language, and hit save. In the browser here, you can see the message for Angular is being displayed since we have set the Angular as the selected language in our component file here. Now let's update this to JavaScript, and you will see the message for JavaScript now. And same goes for C# and React too. Let's type C#, it's for C# now, and same for React. Now let's pass in some unknown value to this property. Let's say ABC. And since it does not fall into any of the cases that we have written in our template file, it is displaying this default message. Now, here are some tips for using ng-switch directive. First one is to use it when you have 3 or more conditions, cause for fewer conditions, ngIf directive can be simpler choice to make. Next, always include ng-switch default as a fallback like we used in our example. And always remember that performance-wise, ng-switch is more efficient than multiple ngIf statements, as it does comparatively less to manipulations. And there you have it, a simple yet powerful directive that can make your Angular applications much cleaner and more efficient. Thank you guys for watching.